All right, welcome back to Neuronwriter. In this video, we're going to be doing a Neuronwriter tutorial. It's been a while since I've done a video on that. We're going to be optimizing some content, and what better way to get some content than using my new favorite AI writing tool, Hypotenuse AI. So we're going to be kind of doing a workflow type video. Now with Neuronwriter, it's still available on AppSumo. They left for a little while. They came back, and since Black Friday, they're here. And you can see that they're still available. You can get it as low as $69. I believe that I'm on the tier 3 plan. Right over here, we can look. Yeah, they have 5 plans. I'm on the tier 3 for $207. It gives me 75 documents per month. We can come through over here and look at the plan. Yeah, this one right over here, tier 3, it gives me 75 documents per month. And then you also get 45,000 AI credits. I don't really use this as an AI writer, but it is nice to be able to kind of, if you do need some extra content while you're optimizing your content, you'd be able to do that inside this software. All right, so let's go, and actually wanted to show you guys, because if you watched my last video, we're going to be using the software Hypotenuse, right? And I'm writing all these different articles in here, and I've just decided, hey, why not? I'm just showing you guys this site, and you guys, hopefully will be respectful, maybe not try to go after my keywords or anything like that, but I want to show just for an educational purpose. And then also I want to show proof that this stuff works if you do it right. Now you can see that I wrote let's see, how much money do you make running nope, it's not that one. Maximize your income, the best way to make money with heavy equipment. It's this article right here, 1,389 words. I'm going to come over here to an incognito, and I'm going to type in how to make money with heavy equipment. Before we do that, let's go back. Let's go into SEMrush just to show you that this is a keyword that actually gets search volume. It gets 30 searches a month, and it's an actual registered keyword right there. We come back in here to an incognito window. I'm going to push search right here. We're going to scroll down. I just wrote this a couple days ago, and here we are. We're on the first page right here, the best way. So literally 2 days ago, and we are ranked for a keyword that gets search volume. I wrote this in Hypotenuse AI. So I'm there's a link below. You want to go pick up this because it's just creating the highest quality of content, and it's very fast as well. So it's just an extremely awesome combination to put together when you can create articles extremely that are actual factual information, and it's answering the question, and it's very helpful to the user that's searching for this. And then at the same time, offer that with speed and make it very easy to get your content. Then that is what we are all looking for, right? So anyways, I'm ranking right there. Who knows? It's only been a couple days, but at the time of recording this video, I created this content 2 days ago, and it's ranking on page 1. So super cool stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over and let's optimize one of those articles that I've already kind of been working on in my last video. We're going to go over here and look at this article here in Hypotenuse. We created how much money do you make running a home daycare? So I'm going to go and grab this keyword because I believe I got this keyword directly from SEMrush as well. And what we're going to do is go over to Neuronwriter, and this is a Neuronwriter tutorial, so we're going to be really looking at this. We're going to say new query. We're going to throw this in, and we're going to say start. It's going to go and analyze this for us right now. And you can see over here on the right-hand side that it is going ahead and going to go and look at all the top search results. I believe it looks at the top 30, and it's going to start giving us information, and it's pretty fast, I must say. Alrighty, it's finishing up. It's at 93%, and it takes about 30 to 45 seconds. Not too bad. We're looking at how much money do you make running a home daycare, and we're at a 0 difficulty level right over here. And I'm going to go ahead and click on that now. You can see that it's adding the first 10 right over here. Sometimes I'll look for outliers like this one right here. Must have a lot of authority because it only has it only has 400 words, the length of the content, right? But generally speaking, I literally just go with the top 10 right there, and then I move forward, right? But you can add and subtract, or you can add more if you want to go for the top 15 as well, right? So I usually just go with the 10 and then push next. It's going to take us to our our writing canvas, if you will, right here, and so forth, right? So I'm going to go over here to the meta right away, and I'm going to put in this as our title. That's pretty much our working title right there. And then what it's going to do is you're going to be able to come through And there's all these keywords right here that we could try to add to our description. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll just go in here and I'll use word hero. I'll log into Word Hero, and you can see I have SEO descriptions, and it does a really good job. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. We also have the keyword right here, but then I'm going to also use a comma or actually add a max right there. So we're going to go ahead and just let it write for us. We can add some of those keywords in, but you can see this is what we'll do. Are you interested in running a home daycare? Learn how much money you can make, or what to consider. So it's not copying the exact keyword. It depends on how you want to do it. I think I like this one right here. So we're going to go copy that one, and you can just use that, come back into Neuron and paste it in. And then we can go and push save, and we'll see that this is already at a 19. We're only using the one keyword over here. We can go ahead and, add some more of these right over here. So I'll just kind of, for example, because this is a tutorial, I'll show you how we would do that. So you could use Word Hero and go in there, but also what we could do is just come in like this and say, are you wondering how much money? Well, that even won't make sense. So we're really just going to go, how much money do you make running a home daycare? In this post, we will go over your average annual salary. And you can see how I got that one, average annual, and then we also put salary in there. So you can see we got more turning green, and we went from a 19 to a 21 just by writing this based on the information that they're giving us, right? So we'll go over your average annual salary and what to expect to make, education level. I'm going to show you how you can really optimize for this. And I'm just going to say top tips for child care workers. All right, so we just added a bunch in here, and I'm going to push save. Did this do, adding those couple more in there, did it increase it? No, it did not. Okay, but we do have this. This is what it's going to look like, a preview. Now we'll go over to the content, okay? So how many words do we need? 1,200 words. We already have that. So we'll go back over and grab our content over here. And what we'll do is we'll copy this. We'll go over to Neuronwriter. We'll paste that in. It keeps the H2s and so forth, which is nice. And you can see we're at a 39 just by doing those two couple things. You can see all the green already. I like to see that it's using these extended keywords in here. A lot of AI writers, after I paste it into Neuronwriter, it will have a few of the basic keywords used, but then you'll see extended won't even be used at all. But you can see in here that we are using, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 keywords are being used. If we hover over here, you'll see that the highest of all the selected competitors in the top 10 is a 56, okay? So we have about 17 to go. You can probably accomplish this in about 20 to 30 minutes, in my experience. I'll probably do some, pause the video, we'll see if we can get close to that. But your average median top 10 is 36. So technically speaking, and this is why my content is ranking, I'm publishing this in my content right here at a 39. See, we come over here. This is another thing you can do in Neuronwriter, is that it has some really cool SEO features. We can come over here and actually do a top analysis over here. I'm going to go ahead and just say update, and then we'll come back in a minute. I find that you usually have to exit this screen and then come back to it, and then it'll give us all those features. We're going to reload. We're going to come back over here, click on it, and then we have all these stats right here. Now, you have the page authority and the domain authority. So here's domain authority. We probably are not going to be able to take out number 1. They have a 70 domain authority. They actually have no words. It's not registering the words. We'd have to go manually look at that. But right here, I can compete with pretty much everything that's on the top page, except for this one. I don't have a domain authority of 91, but these ones, like right here, 16, 19, 19, and 32, and 28, I have a really good chance to come in and rank for this article, for this key. So the scores that it's telling us about over there are this on-page SEO score. Neuronwriter is going to score our content. And right here, you can see we have a 50, 56, 51. We should easily be able to take out this site. This site has no business being on page 1. So they only have a 16 score. They have like hardly any content on their site. So we'll probably be able to take them out, no problem. But we can easily outrank these, right? So we have a 39. We already have a 39. So we're going to be able to compete with all of these right here. We just have these top 3 right here that we have to worry about, 50, 56, and 51. So we want to aim for at least 50 or higher, okay? So that's kind of what that means. So we'll come back over here. And really what you do is the first things you want to do is you want to go to your meta. You want to fill out your title and this. So then right here, we would actually take this and copy this directly over to our blog because we've already optimized for it. Well, let's see right here. I'm going to leave that the way it is. Sometimes that bothers me, so I'll just actually just say dismiss. We'll come back over here to the content. Now there's a lot of things that you can do with Neuronwriter. I'm going to go ahead and push save. They have a plagiarism checker as well, but you can actually go and work on the draft as well. If we click on draft, you'll be able to add more content in here. You can go to these H2s right over here and you can just say, you can push the add button over here, right? You can even write content while you're in here and then you can copy this over to the editor and it will end up going and then we can start writing content on this. But we already have enough content. We've already reached, actually, we have only 1,000 words, so we do need some. So perfect. Okay. So what we'll do is we will come to the bottom over here and you'll be able to see that they're going to add content down here. So I'm going to go back up to the draft mode, click on draft, and then we'll come down here and see if we can answer any more. These are headers over here. We can also go to questions as well and see what types of questions are being. I'm going to go ahead and just go with the trends over here. We have, is a home daycare profitable? The pay scale of a nanny, childcare worker salary by region, no childcare worker salary. Let's go with qualifications. That looks kind of cool. And protecting your daycare business. And once we have this, then what we can do is copy to the editor. And then we come down here and you're going to see all these were just added. Okay. We'll fix this and we'll put the conclusion at the bottom in a minute. But for now, what we'll do is we will come over here and you can do beta generate. And I'm just going to click beta generate and say generate. You can change the high creativity right here. And you can also create high quality. I'm going to say high quality and push generate. And so it's going to go out there. So this is where, having tier 3 or higher is going to be helpful. I usually don't use this that much, but I'm just showing you this because it's a tutorial. You're going to see that, I just now used the 300 words and I have 45,000 that I can use. And it's generating with a new model right here, guys, Text DaVinci 003. And this is from what the feedback that I'm getting is that this DaVinci 3 is the best AI that you can get. So they're using arguably the best AI engine, which is super cool. So I'm going to read this one. A home daycare, what are we trying to answer? Is a home daycare profitable? Well, a home daycare can be profitable business venture for those looking to start a business. Working parents often turn to home daycares as a most cost-effective way for providing childcare for their little ones. So you can keep reading that. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it's really, really good. So we're going to say use text. And now we have all this text already over here. I would go and fix the paragraphs over here. That wasn't even where we were at. We're over here actually. Okay, so cool. We're right over here. And I'm just going to go like that and push another return right there to make it easier to read. So in home childcare provider salary trends, I'm going to say beta generate and try to include the following terms. And it's actually going to try to use these in the content. Now over here, I can leave that. Yeah, we have and I'm going to say generate. So this is how easy it is to use Neuronwriter to start going and adding content. You can see up here at the top, we're already up here at a 48. We are just tearing it up here. Now the salary of a home child care provider can vary depending on the experience level and location. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average annual salary for a child care provider in 2021 was $33,000. I'm pretty sure that is actually accurate based on, we already did research in this article. And that is the average of about a $33,000 average income. Of course, that's a medium, so you could make $50,000 or you can make $20,000, but that's generally what people make. I think that's answering it perfectly. This number is expected to increase slightly in 2022, so that's giving even more value. So that's really, really cool. So we're going to say use this text. So if you have Grammarly Pro installed, which I do, I would come and fix some of these longer kind of issue sentences like that. I kind of ignore the little tiny stuff, in which it really is just like, extra space or things like that for a comma, things like that. That's not as important, but it's something it's really, if you want to do content at scale, that's a really good way of doing it, because we don't have to go and copy and paste this and do another step and copy and paste it into Grammarly. It's just too much. I recommend not using more than 2 tools to create your content, because we still have to take this and go and publish it on WordPress. So that's technically, it is 3 tools we're using. So if you added it in Grammarly, then you would be at 4 tools. Now, I know people that do that for sure, but I like to just kind of edit it. I find that if I went through here and fixed every single one of these things, and then I go and copy this into Grammarly, it actually gets about a 90+% score anyways. So you're going to be getting a great score if you just fix this stuff in here. All right, so let's go fix these last couple right here. I'm going to say generate. You can see that I really love how it's incorporated the keywords inside the content right over here. It's giving us really nice large paragraph content. I'm going to go ahead and just keep moving forward right here. And it's kind of, let's see. Oh yeah, we already did that one. Okay, so I'm going to say right here and just return a couple. I'll probably come over and like that. And then we'll just go with this last one right over here, beta generate right here. And you're going to see over here, let's see, and of course, always read through, but I'm good with the content right there. And I'm just trying to get through this tutorial. I'm going to find, split it right in the middle, right over here. And then right over here with finally, I'll go ahead and return right there as well. And then we'll come back up here and grab this whole conclusion area and remember to cut that out and come back down here and paste. Okay. Then what I'll probably do is come and clean up some of the formatting, which will take just a couple minutes. Just places where there's, where there's extra paragraphs and so forth, right? And I'll fix some Grammarly things with these bigger sentences. And usually it fixes itself when you paste it into WordPress. This introduction needs a little work right here. Alrighty. So we're looking at a 1,600 word article. So we're well over by 400 words. We have a 55, and all we did was use their terms by going over to the draft mode. So that's the easiest thing you can do. And look how optimized we already are. Look at all the green over here. And then finally, what you want to do is maybe over here, you could say something like, you would just start typing in these words right here, daycare center, right? So I'm going to go find, I'm going to say daycare and advantages of running a daycare center. So if I put center right there, then daycare center should turn green right over here, because we just used daycare center. And look at right in front of us, it turned green. And we went to a 57 right here. So that's all you have to do is, if we go over here and I go find and I say child instead of their own children, or which the children are being children, and I'll just say and toddler are being cared for. So we just added in toddler, and look at this is going to change green right there, right? And then we move to a 58 right here. Okay, so now our content, we could keep going with this, right? So like daycare, I'm not going to really worry about that, because the way Google is going to look at this, a daycare with a space between it means the same as daycare as one. Daycare is one word, so we're going to just kind of leave it the way it is. But you could come and add more, and you could make this over optimized. You could go to 60, 70, but I find that you just want to beat the leader here, and we've done that. So this is how you use Neuronwriter. Of course, there's a lot of other things you can do. It's auto saving right here, but anytime I remember, I always like to try to go and push save. There's other tools over here, but I'm showing you from somebody that's using the tool and gets results, the things that you actually need to be aware of. So you use the draft mode over there. You use this for the SEO to kind of see what stats you need and what sites you need to be able to beat to get top 10. Of course, there's all kinds of different things. There's interlinking, and there's just so many other pages that we could get even more technical with our SEO. And that's what's cool about Neuronwriter, but we don't need to do that, because we're really just using it to optimize our content. And we know everything we need to know over here on the right-hand side over here. And you can also click this clipboard, and I always just make sure that there's no keyword stuffing risk. They have an algorithm built in that if you're intentionally stuffing keywords, it would actually, and I actually, to be honest, haven't seen this ever really go up, but this is where you can get like a statistics on your content as well. So that is how I'm using the tool Neuronwriter. That's a Neuronwriter tutorial using Hypotenuse content. And like I said, back over here, we went and created content a couple of days ago, and I wrote this article, How to Make Money with Heavy Equipment. We scroll down here, and here's my article right here on realistic pay. And I even have an AI image right here but I believe I got this one from Pixabay. People are starting to upload AI images to Pixabay and Pexels. You can see right here, it's not an actual company brand. There's like a glass missing right there. So I can tell this isn't a generated image, but it looks cool. It's great. It's unique. And you can see right over here, the content looks great on my site. Well formatted. I don't even have any links. I have no internal links, nothing, and it's ranking. So, if you're asking, can AI content rank? Yes, because if it's quality content, then it can rank. So go pick up Hypotenuse, link below, and then also go pick up Neuronwriter while it's still available, because this is one of those deals that when they're gone, you're going to regret it, because I believe Neuronwriter is the next Surfer and Phrase. Those are the other two that come to mind that are amazing SEO content, right? Optimization tools. Neuronwriter, you're going to be able to get it right now for a really good price. So you want to go pick up both these tools. This is definitely, if you were going to ask me what toolkit right now would I tell someone to go and get if they wanted to go and create content at scale, it would be Neuronwriter for the optimization, and it would be Hypot to generate your content. And of course, if you don't want Hypotenuse, if you need more flexibility in your writing, then I would go with Copy AI or ScaleNet. Those are definitely my top 3 right now. Alrighty, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next.